and I'm coming at you with a Dragon Ball Super deck profile. This profile I got here today is going to be running one of the most meta leaders in the game right now, and that's Son Goku. Front size, generic blue leader. You know, he has a permanent that says you can only have 6 energy, which is fine because most of the cards in the deck we're running today only have about a 5 cost energy. He has Activate Main, where you can place 1 card from your hand in the drop area, and then you can take 2 of your life and put them in energy. This basically allows you to start your game at 2 energy every game. His Awakening lets you draw 2 cards, which is always great. You don't get the extra abilities of untapping 2, but having the extra hand advantage is always good. Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. Basically, swings just to draw a card. You still keep that permanent of 6 energy. And, I mean, at the end of your turn, you get to untap 3 energy. So you basically can go all in on your turn. And then at the end of your turn, you restand 3 of your energy. So you can't really tap out once you awaken this guy. For that reason, you may get stalled out. But other than that, you should be okay. Okay, so we're going to start the deck off with the blue package. Since we are running a blue leader, we do have a blue package. It's a small blue package. And I really feel the only way to optimize this blue package would be run Senzu Bean. I don't have Senzu Bean, but if you can find yourself some, I would definitely say go ahead and run them. For me, I'm running 2 copies of Energy Boost Majin Buu, just to draw cards. 2 copies of Mafuba. It doesn't negate, and it does stop a really strong card for at least 2 turns, so that's the reason I like to run it. 3 copies of Unyielding Spirit Trunks to untap your energy so you can push for more combos. 3 copies of Energy Booster Piccolo and 1 copy of Powers Combined Kibito Kai. I actually prefer the Piccolo, but I do like having the Kibito Kai just in case I do need to defend myself and like bounce one of my opponent's super combos back. 2 copies of Spectrum Attack Abuni. He's just another draw card. And 2 copies of Ultimate Judgment Jocko. Again, just in case I need to defend myself against somebody who's trying to combo in really hard and kill me. You can bounce one of those combo pieces back and hopefully save yourself. Since this is a really aggro deck, I did want to have some type of defense for myself. For the red package, 3 copies of Vitals Assistance. A lot of times your big guys, you're going to swing with them on your turn, so when your opponent does swing at you, you do want to put them back in active mode so they can't be taken out. 4 copies of Saiyan Kaba. This guy, I'm not sure if I'll keep him or change him to the new Trunks coming out in Series 4, because the new Trunks does critical, and I actually prefer critical over double strike. 4 copies of the man for this deck, that is Evolution Permission Frost. With the Super Saiyan 3 Goku leader, you can get to Frost's combos a little better. You can get to his ability by turn 2 instead of turn 3, and that's really the reason we're running this leader. 4 copies of Quick Rush Trunks. Again, like I said, I like critical over double strike. So ideally, in your opening hand, you want to either see Kaba or Quick Rush Trunks, and maybe the Evolution Frost, because then the Frost will be your turn 2 play, and the Kaba will be your turn 1 to help you awaken faster. And if you open up with the Quick Rush and Evolution, you'll go Quick Rush first to put pressure on board with critical, and then you'll go Evolution Frost the turn 2. Another card you'd like to see first, if you don't see the Evolution Frost, is the Frost Tactician, because then you just search out the Evolution Frost and you play him on your turn 2. I'm only running 2 of this guy because you don't really want to see him too often, and that is Unceasing Evolution Frost. He's a 15k double striker, but that's all he really is, so you don't really want to see him too much. You want to see the other bigger Frosts better. Again, since we are really aggro, we do want some type of defense, so 2 copies of Bodyguard Legic. If you can open with Legic and then something else, that's great, because you'll play Legic first, and then you'll go into your combos and your plays. 4 copies of the first Frost you want to see, Terror Assault Frost. If your opponent is at 10k or less, if you swing at a battle card, they still have to take a hit, which is great. If you can swing at the leader, you do double strike, which is also great. 3 copies of Unyielding Super Saiyan Goku. He's a draw card. He's a 10k combo, which is great because a lot of your cards in this deck do double strike. And then the main monster other than Terra Assault Frost you want to see is Ultimate Evolution Frost. This guy is a triple striker, which is great because nowadays the way you want to leave your opponent is at 3 lives. So you kind of want to get aboard of this guy and Terra Assault Frost because that's 5 strikes you can do, and your opponent's going to have to really waste a lot of comboings if they don't want to keep taking all those double strikes. Because with this deck, by turn 2 or 3, you could have 4 or 5 double strikers out. And then you got this guy who's a triple striker, and he can put blockers in rest mode. As long as they don't have barrier, when you play this guy, if you evolve into this guy, he can target 2 20k or less battle cards and put them in rest mode. So if your opponent's playing a lot of blockers, and the blockers don't have barrier, when you evolve on him, you put those blockers into rest mode, and then you can swing directly at your opponent for a triple strike. So this is my Super Saiyan 3 Frost deck. Hope you guys like it. It's very aggressive. There's not really a slowdown to this deck, so you can, like I said, you can be stalled out. That's why we have the Kabas, and I'll probably put in the new Trunks cards to help me self-awaken a little faster, so I can go from 6 lives to 4 lives, and then just go off with all my plays, draw, and do what I need to do. And once I'm at 4 lives, I can have a lot more defense because I can untap 3 energy at the end of every one of my turns. So this guy and the blue package kind of help you on the defensive, and the Frost package is all pure aggro offensive. If you like it, let me know. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. This is Trey from Team Hotheads, and I will catch you in the next video.